Hi there. This is a continuation of my talk about building businesses and individual achievement. I thought I would record this to be less ranty and just more thinking about it, more of a rumination. Because I was thinking when I was reading the comics, because I always read the comics first for some silly reason, and Mallard Filmer is continuing on it, saying, portraying Obama as saying, "No, I wish this would go away." What my comment was about building businesses, and that seems like an odd thing to say because I don't think he should want it to go away, and I think he should own it and actually explain it and maybe try to make people understand where he's coming from and hopefully get some voters, especially the sane voters, over to the side of the left, which I think is the actually the right side. But anyway, that's neither here or there. What I wanted to talk about was, though, thinking about individual achievement in terms of debt of gratitude, which is a Buddhist concept. And I think it is a very important Buddhist concept. Now, I don't build businesses. That's not something I do. So maybe it's a little bit different here. But I do think I know about individual achievement. I write several hours a day, and in these hours I produce words out of basically thin air and create stories and novels and things, and I'm pretty proud of my so-called individual accomplishment. And I must think that as someone who builds a business builds a certain amount of pride in what they've accomplished. They take, with their bare hands, they take an idea and turn it into, I guess, flesh, however you want to think of it, and that same type of individual achievement. But one way of looking at when we talk about the interconnectedness or the interdependentness of things is to think about debt of gratitude. And in the concept of Buddhism, we have to realize that we are dependent on other people, and we owe, all the people of the past that have led up to us, and all the people that affect us in life. And that's what we owe debts of gratitude to. One way of thinking it, if you don't like, if Buddhism scares you, which, I know how some people are about other religions or philosophies, is to think of like from the Stephen Hawking's point. Stephen Hawking has to be one of the more brilliant minds there is. I mean, and no one would diminish or denigrate his individual achievement, but consider his book On the Shoulder of Giants. All science comes from the past leading up to the future. To say that you come up with a theory of quantum theory, to say it is a great individual achievement, but to say you did it out of whole cloth, just magically did it, would be right absurd. So even when I look at my several hours of writing and accomplishing hopefully a lot on an individual level, I would be very kind of out of base, out of line, not to give debt of gratitude to things like my parents. If a sperm hadn't connected with egg at the right moment, I wouldn't be here to create my words. If people didn't teach me language, I wouldn't be able to create my words. I have amazing debt of gratitude to the wonderful teachers I had, like my honors English teacher in 8th grade, that really made me kind of look at words critically and actually expand my reading to way above what I typically was reading at the time. Or my university professors, especially my philosophy professors, that really opened my eyes. I have a huge, huge debt of gratitude to all of them. I have a debt of gratitude to my husband, who has been by me through thick and thin, and through a lot of bad patches that, it's amazing that we got through. Does that denigrate my individual achievement of saying that I write on my own and I write alone and these words come from me? No, not at all. And I think what that has to be understood in terms of Obama's comment about building businesses. Again, it's not to denigrate individual achievement at all. In fact, it's to applaud it even more so, because how can you not look at what you've created and not also have this sense of debt of gratitude to the people around you that have also contributed in numerous subtle ways to what you're able to achieve? And I just think that that's really the key of it. We need to have more debt of gratitude to things that have benefited us in our lives, and want to give back because there's always someone giving forward, giving to us. It's kind of like that movie with Haley Joel Osment, Pay It Forward. The kind of realization that you give back, and you want to give back to the society because there's always somebody actually somewhere that's giving to you, whether you really know it or not. And the Buddhist concept of debt of gratitude tries to encourage you to be aware of this. Sorry for the poor lighting here, but I get these ideas at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and light's not real good right now, outside or inside. But hopefully that sounds less ranty and, I don't know, halfway interesting. But think about it. I think next time you hear that comment emanating from the I don't want to say the right, because I actually know some people that consider themselves right and are conservative, and actually I have some respect for them. But there's a certain element of the right, a certain, actually unfortunately, leadership element of the right that really likes to twist and manipulate things with a sophist type feel to make things sound like something else. And I think debt of gratitude, when you think of these things, helps really put things in a proper perspective, in my opinion. Hope you have a good morning, and I hope to do more vids of different sorts. Thank you.